You are still willing to settle for an Apple Watch for your outdoor escapades? Well, this might change your mind. For those who aren't familiar with Garmin, they have been in the industry for 30 years already. Garmin specializes in GPS navigation products as well as sports watches. Now, let me introduce to you my friend, the Fenix 6 Pro Solar. You may be confused with Garmin's different sport watches, but today, we'll focus on this one. This is the latest multi-sport watch from Garmin that is, as you can observe from the name, solar-powered. This is considered as one of the US firm's top-of-the-line devices since battery can last 4 days and its tracking capability is on point, making sure you will find your way anywhere. Opening it, we get the watch itself, mga paper guides, at ang charging cable with a 4-pin charging connector and a USB Type-A connector on the other side. The difference between this and the regular 6 Pro is the power glass on front, which Garmin uses to catch the sun's rays and convert it to electricity, which then makes this watch solar-powered. This detail is what made Fenix 6 Pro Solar relatively different. The watch is actually very light with a weight of 63 grams only, but the screen is pretty big. It can make a regular watch look a dwarf beside it. The watch band is replaceable, allowing you to customize it with any standard watch band that is designed to your liking. Of course, this has a GPS, a compass, a heart rate and blood oxygenation monitor which you can actually see its sensors on the back of the watch. This also has an accelerometer. It can also predict the weather because this watch has a barometer. Siguro inaakala mo na porket siya ay isang smartwatch ay meron na siyang touchscreen, but it doesn't. You can control the watch with the 5 buttons on the side, which I think is pretty good considering that if you are out for a swim, a wet hand and a touchscreen watch don't really get along, to be honest. Anyways, yung screen niya, it's made up of Gorilla Glass 3DX which protects it from any scratch while you are out, and it also has a transelective LCD display making the screen visible even under direct sunlight. Each of the buttons has its shortcut and purpose depending on how you press and hold it. You can take note of all of that when you connect your Fenix 6 Pro Solar to the Garmin app from your smartphone. The watch has 5 different buttons, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As you can see on the left side, these 2 buttons right here is mainly used for navigating the menu of the watch. It also has additional features like, for example, when you try to hold it down, you can access the menu of the watch. Talking about the right side of the watch, itong button na to is mainly used to proceed on whatever setting you are currently selecting, while the other button is used to go back. While on the left side of the watch, itong isang button na to, every time you try to press it, ang mangyayari is magbabrighten up yung screen ng watch, making sure na makikita mo siya when you are under direct sunlight. But when you try to hold it, lalabas yung sobrang daming additional features such as music control, alarms, and many more. You can plug the watch to your computer then copy the files inside, maximizing the 32GB internal storage of the Fenix Garmin 6 Pro Solar. Anyways, I didn't encounter any issues every time I tried to connect my Bluetooth earphones to this watch. I really like this feature since my phone wouldn't run out of juice easily when listening to music because meron na akong watch. It can last 4 days without charging, and bonus feature yung pagiging solar powered niya. On the other hand, when you hold down the upper right button of the watch, you can access various features of the watch depending on the activity that you selected, may it be biking, treadmill, and other kinds of sports. Another feature that I love with the watch is that you can navigate various locations depende sa kung ano ang hinahanap mo. For example, if I try to look for hospitals, it will provide the hospitals around me, so kapag namili ako, it will calculate the best route for the chosen destination. What's cool about this is that it doesn't require any mobile data because everything is being done by the watch itself. One last feature that I love about the watch is that I can use it to listen to music. In the watch itself, you can choose your music provider. It may be Spotify or your own music from your files.
You can plug the watch to your computer then copy the files inside, maximizing the 32GB internal storage of the Fenix Garmin 6 Pro Solar. Anyways, I didn't encounter any issues every time I tried to connect my Bluetooth earphones to this watch. I really like this feature since my phone wouldn't run out of juice easily when listening to music because meron akong watch. Kaya niya magtagal ng ilang araw without charging, and bonus feature yung pagiging solar power niya.
Anyway, the Garmin app lets you enable text or call alerts, activity syncing, etc. to your solar watch, but the Fenix 6 Pro Solar isn't entirely dependent to your phone. Isa lang siyang important na step when you set up your watch the first time. You can actually control and monitor your activities entirely on the watch itself, so you don't need to worry about having your phone with you or not. However, if you think about it, the Fenix 6 Pro Solar isn't that different from the previous versions. But the changes that Garmin made aren't that negative either. Siguro yung downside lang ng watch is that it has so many functions that it may be a bit overkill if you're only into some specific things. Halimbawa, you're just into running, you're just into swimming. It has so many functions na siguro hindi mo naman magagamit at some point. Remember, Garmin Fenix 6 Pro Solar retails for 52,999 pesos. You can get it through Garmin Philippines official website and through its authorized distributor like Kinetic and online stores like Lazada and Shopee. It is certainly not cheap, but Garmin's Power Glass is the first step towards solar-powered watches. It certainly has a potential to pay extra for something that you can charge without using electricity. It's still a decent deal. Once again, this is Kurt from Tech Biscuit, your daily bites of technology.